I'm gonna make a little nut and like bee pollen mix for my salad. So here I have my bee pollen in the fridge, along with some kelp. So the bee pollen's the yellow, the kelp is the green, and I have some flax, and I keep them in the freezer. Now I'm going to get the other seeds. So what I do is I grind them up in a coffee grinder. So there's my coffee grinder. I'm going to put maybe a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. I'm going to use black sesame seeds. My understanding is that black seeds, things that haven't been genetically, or things that haven't been genetically modified, like white flour, you know, it's kind of gone through a lot of processing. So anyways, I try to go for darker seeds. Here's some oat bran. Even though that's already chopped up, I'm just putting it in there to mix. I'm going to put maybe a teaspoon of sunflower seeds. And these are just the quantities that I do for myself. Like if you want to do less or more, feel free. Here's my flax seed. So since I'm a little low, that's probably a tablespoon. And ideally I would do maybe 2 tablespoons per snack, or 4 tablespoons a day. It's supposed to have good EFAs. Here's my kelp. And maybe my sense of taste isn't so great, but I don't really notice anything more than a salty flavor. And I am moderate. I don't really lay it on there. Here is bee pollen, and bee pollen is a superfood, and it has apparently all amino acids. So I'm probably going to put a teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna just put a little dash of cayenne. And the reason why I'm putting it in there is just to mix it all up. And this is turmeric. So that's definitely more turmeric than I wanted, but you know, I like it. Normally I wouldn't put that much. And I have some wakame, which is a seaweed, and I'll just throw a little bit in there. And now I believe I'm ready to blend. So here's the finished product. I gave you the blending sound there. There's my salad. This is romaine, some chard that we grew, some parsley. Let's see. Yeah, so this is in our container garden in the front yard. So here's my seed and so forth mix. So I also have some soaked almonds, and if I was really diligent, I would maybe peel them, but I just don't feel like it right now. Anyways, I'm going to put some of those there. I have sea salt, and I'm going to put a little bit. Here is some nutritional yeast. I really like the kind of nutty flavor of nutritional yeast. Some olive oil. And the kind of olive oil that I would recommend is first cold pressed, unfiltered olive oil. Whether it says extra virgin from my understanding, I audited a nutrition class with Paul Pitchford, the guy who wrote Healing with Whole Foods, and from what I recall, extra virgin isn't necessarily the best olives. I think it's like the more acidic olives. Anyways, I go for, when I can find it, unfiltered, first cold pressed olive oil. I'm a big fan of lemons, so I'm going to squeeze some of that onto the salad. And yeah, sometimes little seeds get in there. I just try to avoid it. So anyway, there's that, and I'll remove this little seed. So here's a healthy little snack, and it has some substance. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching, and feel free to rate.